The next section pretty much actually kind of sums up you are your outcome. It's a new level of thinking, inside out. Inside out means to start first with self, even more fundamentally, to start with the most inside part of yourself, with your paradigms, your character, and your motives. So inside out means to start first with self. It's all I've been talking about. You are your outcome. It's about learning how to not point the finger at anybody else, but to learn to point the finger at yourself first. I've sold so many books just saying that, period. That's what you are your outcome is about. Before you see a problem, or as you see a problem, think about yourself. Did you cause it? Are you relatable? How could you have avoided that? Before you put the blame on anybody else, I'm not saying to put the blame on yourself, but look, evaluate yourself. Assess yourself first. Are you the blame? Did you do something wrong? Are you accountable? Was it a problem? Was it solvable? Is there a resolution? These are all things, and I'm not perfect. I don't go through all those things, but I'm trying. I work on it. It's better than nothing. Inside out, just think about things. A lot of times when there's an issue, people are quick to blame things on other people before they blame things on themselves. Oh, there's traffic. Oh, this person is driving slow. Oh, I need to get to work. Is it their fault that you're running late? Is it their fault you didn't leave earlier? Did you look ahead and read the news or listen to the news or check the traffic report before you left the door? Think about it. That's just one example. They say that there's a story in a book, and I'm not going to go into it because it really wasn't much of a story, just some examples. Talk about like 3 of the hottest places on Earth. One was somewhere in Africa. One was, I believe, Ireland, and then somewhere else. And they're talking about we're talking about how hot it is, and it's extremely hot there, but that's just how it is, you know? So your paradigm, your mindset's like, oh man, it's like I live in Houston, Texas. It is humid and it is hot as hell here. And I'm literally not outside right now because of the heat, and I'm off. And even though I don't like it, I don't like the heat, I don't have to stay in Texas. I don't have to live here. Yeah, I got family and all that stuff. We're not stuck. We can move. You know, no one's putting a gun to our head and saying that we have to stay here. We could be in a different situation. We choose to be here. We choose to stay here. So we have to deal with the heat, you know, and that's just something you just got to think about. If I tell people all the time, if they hate their job, who applied for it? Who got the hookup? Who got the friend to get the hookup? Who filled out the application? Who's showing up to that job? Who's driving up to that job? Who's taking a bus or local transportation to that job? Who's dressing up to get to that job? When you wake up in the morning, you take a shower, you get ready to leave your house, your apartment, whatever, what are you leaving it to do? Go to that job. So you can only blame yourself for making someone else some money. You can only blame yourself. She finished her bottle. So I believe that was the last thing that I needed to add. So check out all the parts for the first chapter of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And we're going to get to chapter 2. Talk to y'all later. You're your outcome. Peace.